Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Scrimmage here, and today we are watching Him is the weirdest horror movie I've ever seen. What did I just watch? This video is by Zaffy. I'm gonna put a little screenshot up here so you guys can go check out his content and shit. But yeah, we're gonna react to this. Also, spoiler warning if you guys haven't watched the movie. So yeah, let's get right into this shit. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys and girls enjoy. Fuck.
What the hell was that? They tricked us, ladies and gentlemen. This shot right here, this shot from the trailer and the poster is not in the film. This shot in the trailer is not in the film either. Jordan Peele's presence behind the film that you would expect to be there as a result of the marketing for this film is also not there. Because they used Jordan Peele's name as if he was the director or writer.
Yo, boys, also, if you guys see me doing something that an adult does or anything like that, do not copy me at all. And yeah, just wanted to say that. Also, if you're a kid, fuck off. This is adult content only.
Without mentioning who the director and writer actually was in the marketing for the trailer, because, hey, we need to get y'all to buy the tickets. And there were no reviews a couple days before the film. Usually you get reviews at least a week before. I'm seeing reviews from Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns, and all these guys a week before. Only on a couple days before did I see any reviews for this, and that is for a reason, y'all. Is it because this movie is secretly shite, and they just plastered Jordan Peele's name all over it in order to trick us to get the tickets to buy the film? Him was my second most anticipated film of this quarter of the year, besides Weapons. Now, Weapons, I like Weapons, I thought it was a good film, but I was still underwhelmed by that film. Him, I was hoping for a lot, especially with Jordan Peele's name plastered all over the trailer. The movie is centered around a football prodigy called Cameron Hayes, who basically is talked about as the next GOAT. All right, he's the one. He's the next one up. And after a almost career-ending injury, maybe, he's invited to a compound by his idol, the GOAT of football, in order to train there. And from there, we get some very dark, crazy, and disturbing shit. Automatically, when you think of this, you're like, okay, a mentor and a protege that's gone a little toxic and dark. Yeah, Whiplash. You think of Whiplash, which is one of my favorite movies ever. But this movie also has a lot of satanic imagery in the trailer. You have an Illuminati symbol literally in the trailer, in multiple TV spots. Now we're thinking, okay, this is not only about a mentor and a protege, but it's also about the what you have to sacrifice in terms of selling your soul out to maybe the devil for fame, for fortune, and all that stuff to be the GOAT. And I really wanted to see Jordan Peele's take on this. Because Jordan Peele, even though a lot of people hail him up, he gets a lot of flack too, because a lot of his films are about one thing, and it's race, right? It's always about black people, right? And a lot of people give him flack for like, oh, here we go, another film where the white man.
What the fuck do you mean? Yo, Get Out was fire, bro. Also, the one with the clones, bro. I forgot what the fucking name was. Get Out or some shit. Yeah. No, not Get Out. Fuck. The one with the fucking clones in the middle. The one in the middle, that one's pretty sick. I've never seen the third one that's over there, but I'll check it out, I guess.
Man's putting down the black man. Now, to be fair, Get Out's the only movie that blatantly does that. Race is always an undertone and a prominent factor in his films, don't get me wrong. And Get Out is my favorite of his three. But he has unique concepts. Unique ways to talk about social issues that he's demonstrating. Like The Crossing from Us, which is crazy. The fucking alien from Nope that represents spectacle and the consequences of that, right? So I wanted to see his take on what goes on behind the scenes. What's the Faustian bargain? Do these stars, these celebrities, these superstars make deals with the devil, or are the elites all in tandem in some kind of elitist sect or cult that has to do with the devil? Are there blood rituals, contracts, humiliation rituals?
Cringe, no?
A lot of people theorize that shit like this could be happening. So I wanted to see if...
I mean, considering the fact it doesn't happen anymore because of Diddy, because he got caught or some shit. So people are speculating. I don't know if this is true or not, but they're speculating that they don't do that shit anymore right now. They're laying low because Diddy got caught.
If there was a Hollywood movie that could actually address this. This movie addresses some of that. In fact, addresses a lot of it. But it does it horrendously. And we're gonna get to it. Let me start off with the good. Everyone's gonna say this in every review you've seen. Marlon Wayans is great. And I don't want to be one of these guys like, oh man, he's a comedic actor, but his dramatic work is such a surprise. No, he's a fucking actor, and he acts well, and he is arguably the best part of this movie. There's a dialogue scene between him and Cameron in a sauna where he's looking back at his career and all the things he misses about football and being young and the star, and you can see the jealousy as he looks at Cameron, the guy who's supposed to replace him as the GOAT. And it's great. I would say the first half of this film is decent. It's serviceable. Pretty good. Now, you do start to get the sense that this is edited and directed like a MTV music video / Super Bowl commercial. And that started to get on my nerves a little bit because it started to tell me, okay, clearly there's more
Do y'all remember like the commercial that they made with like promoting like the NFL shit? Like where I'm gonna be the best I'm gonna be, and the motherfucker like catches the fucking ball with one hand and then another ball on the other hand, and then with his fucking legs and shit. Like, come on, bro.
aesthetic going on than substance. Style over substance. The main actor, I'd say he's mostly good. He's pretty good throughout the majority of the film until the end when there's some really crazy shit happening and his facial expression doesn't really change. And it's not like this, oh, he's so badly traumatized that he's just going through the motions like the character from Get Out at the end. No, it's not that. Not enough goes down through a gradual course of events for that to happen. He's just a stale wooden face throughout the third act, and it makes no fucking sense. The creepiest part of this movie is the shit with the fan. This obsessed fan who's obsessed with Marlon Wayne's character and does not want him to be replaced and hates our main character for being the one to replace him. And she does some kind of creepy things that were a little bit effective, I'd say. She looks like Gladys from Weapons. And as we get into closer and closer to the third act of this film, that's where this film loses all of its steam and goes full dog shit. Now, I'm not saying it's the worst thing I've ever seen. It's not that bad. It's just, it could be so much better. Spoiler warning. Okay? Go watch him or don't. I don't think you need to see it in theaters, to be honest. I would give this maybe like would I give it a 6 out of 10 even? I don't fucking know. But regardless, I'm getting into spoilers now, alright? You have been warned. So basically what happens is, this satanic dressed assassin dude is sent to concuss Cameron to give him an injury that causes him to not be able to play for a little bit, I guess, and make him vulnerable enough that he is basically sitting idle. So that Marlon Wayne's team can give him a call and say, hey, come over to the compound and we'll do some training, we'll do some physiotherapy and all that shit. Which will, obviously, he's gonna say yes to that. So he goes, and basically what happens is Marlon Wayans is part of this ongoing organization that manufactures goats. They manufacture the goats of a sport. So what happens is they do this thing, ritual blood transfusion. They give a long line of blood transfusions from one player to the next, the selected goat. All right, and this blood is like sacred. It's a crazy blood. You know, it can enhance you. It can make you a better athlete. It can make you have better recovery.
What the fuck is this? Dead by Daylight? Come on, my boy.
All that shit.
The Beast.
So it's a crazy blood. Basically, the elites that govern the organization.
Nah, I've seen the fucking that same picture. But have you guys noticed that one of his fingers is fucking broken?
Sports organization that for all these celebrities, they choose players and they manufacture goats, and to be the goat you have to do a bunch of rituals and sacrifice something for them. He is basically taken to a party where the elites come to meet him, and in this party a ritual goes down where someone is literally fucking beheaded.
What the fuck?
As a blood sacrifice of sorts, and he's involved in this and doesn't even know it because he has no memory of it, and he wakes up on this bed where he's basically I think blood is being taken from him, or is blood being put into him? I don't know. I think blood's being taken from him. But regardless, he escapes, goes to Marlon Wayne's room, where they proceed to have a fight to see who will be the next goat. Whoever walks out of the room alive will be the next goat, who goes through the hall and goes outside and meets the cult of elites sitting there waiting for him to sign the devil's contract over a pentagram. And he needs to sign the contract. Otherwise, they'll kill him, they'll kill his family, all that type of shit. All of this goes down in less than 15 minutes. I haven't even gotten to how this ends. Because he kills all the entire Illuminati elites there. He murders all of them. And walks away unscathed. All of this happens within the course of 15 minutes. All of this is explained to us within the course of 50 minutes. With Julia Fox Marlon Wayne's wife, who I guess is part of this Illuminati as well. Basically, this movie starts out being this mentor versus protege thing where it's getting toxic and it's testing his physical and mental abilities. And he learns that it's getting toxic.
Yo, I also noticed, like they're like eyes and shit. No? That's crazy though. Yo, I love the concept, bro. The concept is cool and all, but if the guy and the player that wants to be the GOAT, like I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but the Caucasian male, if he has a still face and he's a bad actor, then why the fuck did they choose him? That's crazy.
And it's testing his physical and mental abilities. And he learns that he has to sacrifice a lot of himself towards this GOAT status, okay? Then the last 10 to 15 minutes is satanic Illuminati ritual shit, and then a face-off at the end with him killing the Illuminati. Even though you see it coming from the trailer that there's satanic shit here, it comes so badly out of left field and is directed like shit. The fight scenes are shit. The ritual scene where he's at the party with the elites is edited to shit. I don't even know what's going on. It's supposed to be edited like a fever dream, but it all comes so fast. So you're like, what the fuck? And it's not subtle. They tell you everything that's happening. Spoon feeding is one thing, but then they fucking force it down your throat. And if the elites don't get their sacrifice, if the elites don't have him sign this ritual, this contract, the devil will drag them onto the pentagram and explode them, Ready or Not style. You remember at the end of Ready or Not? Spoiler alert! Ready or Not is one of my favorite movies. They have to sacrifice Samara Weaving's character, who's fine as fuck, to the devil by a certain time at night. If they don't, they're gonna explode. Similar thing happens in Him.
Oh, nah, yeah. If that's what I think it is, she's bad as fuck, bro.
Ready or Not did it way better. Ready or Not's conception of the devil was way, way better. The thing that ties all this together, that's supposed to tie all this together, that's supposed to tie the unrelated to the stuff that happens in the beginning to this out of left field satanic shit, is a series of hallucinations that are supposed to be symbolic, but they don't go anywhere. They don't really mean anything in the grand scheme. Cameron basically has hallucinations of camera people in his face that's supposed to be a fucking jump scare, and then a devil suited guy putting plastic wrap over his face, and then some dude killing him in the field and all the shit. Like, none of it really staples everything together. I thought the film was going to be like this. I thought this is how they were going to do it. Cameron gets exposed to the world of fame and fortune with his mentor, who takes him to all these parties and all this stuff and has him cheat on his girlfriend and start doing immoral things. Then he starts making deals with elites and rich people to, sign, deals for sponsorships and modeling gigs and all this stuff. And then they gradually make him do things that he's not supposed to do as a result of this. Like, doing certain things in his modeling that mock cringe. Christ or mock religion of some sort, or humiliation ritual level shit, sexual shit, right? They have him fuck people that he shouldn't be fucking and all this stuff. They start making him do things more and more gradually over the space of time that he doesn't want to do, and you start to fear that it's going somewhere that's more ritual, and then that starts to get revealed towards the end. But this is all happening over.
Hold on, let me be right back. I'm back.
But then there's this one party where there's a ritual sacrifice, and then boom, you gotta fight Marlon Wayans to see who's the new GOAT, and then sign a contract with the devil. If you don't, everyone's gonna explode, and then I'm gonna kill all the Illuminati. Like, what the fuck? I thought
make sense, actually.
This scene where he's modeling like this and doing weird shit, I thought this would be one of the weird modeling gigs that the elites would throw him into to say, hey, this is part of your contract. You have to do this stuff.
Oh, what the fuck? They don't even have faces, bro. I just peeped that.
And it's like weird, satanic religious shit. And he would be like, what the hell is this? What am I doing right now? Why are they making me do a cross sign, you know? I thought that's what the scene was, but no. This doesn't represent anything in the film like you thought it was in the trailer. The trailer is very misleading. 90% of this is like toxic football stuff with him and his mentor. The last 10% is like Ready or Not and Get Out put together. It's not paced well at all. And there's nothing subtle about this. They tell you everything that happens, and it doesn't mean shit. A lot of the visuals, there's a lot of good looking visuals here, but you'll see this time and time in every review of this film, there's no substance behind them, because there's not until they force it.
A really good, you know which one? This is a classic movie, classic. A movie that I actually enjoyed watching and put down my video games and shit like that to watch it, it was They Live, fucking classic, and it was a beautiful, beautiful movie. That shit was made good. It was basically where like the guy like he puts on like he finds these glasses and shit in the church and shit like that, or like it was like a little church. What the fuck are they called, dude? I apologize, dear Lord, for saying what the fuck was that? What the fuck are they called? But yeah, the gospel or some shit like that. No, it was something like it's like a mini church, but in the back room he finds like these glasses. So he stole a box and then he went to like this alleyway and he opened the box, and then he grabbed a pair of glasses, put them on, and then like he was looking at like the buildings and shit, and they would like the building signs, and they would change like the words and shit. Some would say obey, some would say just go to sleep, and all that type of shit. Overwhelm and all that type of stuff. And then when he would look at people with the glasses on, he was, I must say, one of the scenes, he walked into a store, a grocery place, basically that little market, and he saw a grandma and he said, fucking hell, you fucking formaldehyde face. That shit was fucked. But they were basically aliens, and it was a pretty cool movie. It's called They Live. If you guys want to watch it, you probably have to like look for it in like the sketchy websites. Not the sketchy. I mean, I know a website, bro, but I'm not gonna say it because allegedly I know a website, and allegedly it's called SFlix. Not .com. You have to put it on in Google. Allegedly.
At the very end with, oh, this is a satanic contract. Bye bye. And then he kills the entire Illuminati and the movie's over. And you're like, what the fuck did I just watch? What the hell was that? They fumbled an amazing concept. The concept of a celebrity, a star, an athlete, having to sell his soul literally for success and fame, and showing what the elites might get up to over there. Exposing what the conspiracy theorists have been thinking all along, right? They could have approached it in such an interesting way, but they fucking fumbled the ball. This goes to show the many modern horror issues that the modern horror has nowadays. And I love A24 and everything they're doing, but there's a lot of films that it's not just A24. There's Neon. There's a lot of production companies that do this annoying ass dream sequences. I'm
Blumhouse.
fucking tired of this, bro. Dream sequences are some of the worst.
So some Blumhouse films are pretty good, but not all of them, bro.
Things I've ever seen now in film. Even the dream sequences and weapons were kind of whack, but they weren't as bad as this. Dream sequences that they're supposed to be symbolic, but they're fucking shit. They're annoying the shit. Artsy visuals that are supposed to look cool for the trailer, but they're trying to win points, aesthetic points, not substance points. Weird pacing. The entire flow of the movie's thrown up because you're trying to rush an ending. The third acts of a lot of these horror movies are shit. I'm telling you, and it's not just horror problem. Film in general has a flow and third act problem now, and false promotion, which a lot of movies are doing, not just horror movies, with, oh, Jordan Peele, it's a Jordan Peele. Bro, you can tell Jordan Peele didn't make this movie. You can tell this is a concept that Jordan Peele would like, but this is not a film Jordan Peele would make. Like, this is not Jordan Peele. This is someone else. It was a red flag, man. When you have such a lack of confidence in your writers and directors, and you're like, okay, we need Jordan Peele. And when you have such a lack of confidence in the film itself that you're like, okay, we need to hold off on the reviews for this. I'm disappointed because I was really looking forward to this film and what it had to say, and ultimately, it didn't say very much. I've seen a lot of people in comments saying, oh, bro, this is the people who don't like this movie don't get it. If you have eyes, you can see. That's what this movie's about. And I'm like, bro, there are ways to do that kind of thing, but do it subtly. Have you seen fucking Eyes Wide Shut? Have you seen Eyes Wide Shut? Fuck it, even Ready or Not, which is not really subtle about what's happening. The devil's literally there.
Eyes Wide Shut is actually fucking peak.
The end of the film. That does it better. Why? Because the movie is paced very well, and it doesn't throw everything at you at the last second. And when it does reveal everything that's happening, it does it in a great way, and it balances its tone more evenly too. People need to understand that just because you have a very cool concept doesn't mean the movie did the concept fucking well. Those are my thoughts on that. Bye!
Gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. But the army must keep growing. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movies or favorite film theories in a community with like-minded individuals, join the Zaffy Discord now. Link is in the description and the comment section.
Fuck all the bullshit. Let me full. Yo, boys and girls, fuck that. Join my Discord so you guys can fucking interact with me. Cause I seen y'all not fucking joining that shit. Join. Also, I fucking love y'all, and I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this shit. I enjoyed it. Oh my fucking. I enjoyed it, but I hope you guys did too. And if you did, please like, motherfucking share, hit that motherfucking subscribe button, and punch that motherfucking notification bell in the balls for me so you guys can get a notification on when I upload a new video. But yeah, I hope y'all did enjoy that shit. But yeah, goodbye. I love you guys as always. And yeah, stay fucking wicked. Peace out.